bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
On 2nd and 12, Allen. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Frank Gore there, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Now Allen. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. John Brown. His first touchdown here of the new campaign as his guys are back within a single score. Hauschka with the extra point, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Stay at home.
2nd and 14. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. It's a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun, Jones. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down.
Check three. Slam.
Five.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58.
Go.
They'll try and throw for it here. And that is caught. He's got his running back downfield. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process.
I know they got the first down, but Brandon, I still don't like the call going for it there. Yeah, they got it, but I would have punted the ball there, played some field position. I mean, it's okay to end drives and kicks, right? You know, we've heard that from different guys before. Remember, kicks either a punt, right, field goal, or a point after touchdown. It's okay to end it in a kick.
A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
At the Bills' 42-yard line.
And look at this, the punt team is out there. Somebody better give them the memo that it's 2nd down. Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. From the 25 on 2nd down, Allen. It got his man complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big play here for Buffalo. 44 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Allen. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Allen, open man, here's Foster. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Robert Foster, his first touchdown of the new season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Hauschka adds the extra point, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
They go play action here on 1st down. Open man right side is Ingram. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Jones now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's 1st down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Matt Milano coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down.
58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike. Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop.
Hey, Alpha.
58. 58 to Mike. Watch the out. Watch the out. 58, right over there. Right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. All right, T, let's
fight.
Looking to throw. Jones. And the pressure gets to him again. Big Shaq Lawson gets the sack there.
It's a sack. Come on, fellas.
Here's Riley Dixon now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change.
He's got a man, complete, 20, 10, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Robert Foster, his second touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Hauschka with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack there by Trent Murphy. Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? Well, look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterback upright and clean in the pocket. But I think they have to look at, okay, are we bringing in extra people? Is the ball out of the quarterback's hands quick enough? There are a few other factors that they have to look at to try and help out, but you're exactly right. It starts with the O-line.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Shoot, shoot.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. They'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Alec Ogletree, and he will take this down to the 10-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turn to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Rosas good with the extra point, and we are all tied at 28. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Don't want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Got an open man. It's Foster. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it. Allen now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10. A little bit of space there for the first down run as that's going to get him about 5 yards. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Let's go.
A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That's excellent.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down. They'll go to Barkley again, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
Come on, set. 15, line it. 15 line.
He can't hang.
Hey, high 7.
58 for Mike.
Go.
On the run, it's Barkley. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
On first down, Barkley. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. That's something we saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year, most ever by a rookie running back. Part of a fantastic rookie campaign that saw him go over 2,000 total yards. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Set, ready, 30 base.
Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe. Play on top, D.
You draw quarters.
Check, go.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Here now, Roberts. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Elsewhere, a third-quarter score from NRG Stadium in Houston. And that one's gone back and forth, and it's the Jags that have scored to take the lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive. John Brown. This will be caught by Brown. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. John Brown with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as his guys have now moved out in front. Hauschka adds the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. Is fielded at the 2. He's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
Bravo.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Quit talking about it and bring it. And 58 is mine.
Now Jones, a big spot for the rookie from Duke. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
And that's one of the reasons we like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
The Giants on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5.
Hard.
Back to throw. Jones. He's got his man. This is Tate. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 35. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Lorenzo Alexander wreaking the defensive havoc.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
To try again after the sack. Jones under pressure again, and down he goes again. Jerry Hughes in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Check the backer.
Jones now operating from the gun. He completes it to Tate. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcus Golden, too much to handle that time, gets the sack.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Ready up.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. It's hauled in by Shepard. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
Whip. Watch the ball out.
Here's Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. He's going to let one fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcus Golden able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
9 yards on the gain there, so from 2nd and 19, now we've got a 3rd and 10. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
40. Mike, 47. He's tired of winning. He's tired of running.
Now Allen. He may try and run for this. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
The Bills send the punter out as he's on to kick it away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Let's go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Mike's 49. Mike's 49. Man, I got you. 49.
Hey.
49's the Mike. Coming to you.
Get ready.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Caught right side, Tate. That's good for 28 yards. Obviously a big first down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get up to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it, but they've got to continue to move quickly.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
49, guys.
They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. That's caught at the 25. Give him 32 on the play. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way, oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
Escaping the pressure right, and he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, switch gears.
Leo.
He'll look to throw. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game. And now the decision is to go for 2. A gutsy call, and this, in effect, is your ball game right here. Back to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I know we have individual minds, but I think we're thinking as one on this one, and 1 was the number, wasn't it?
Yeah, kick the extra point. Now you need a miracle. You need an onside kick quickly and to do something spectacular.
I mean, going for 2 there, either they felt like this is all we've got left, we've got to win it right now, or they've got some incredible miracle special teams play to get the ball back and give them one last chance.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on. So for the Bills, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. Home, while